Hi guys, I hope you're good since last video. AI. Now how are you gonna learn it? You can be confused because you see the paradigm is changing every single week. Some are telling developers to just stop learning development, to go into more mathematics or physics. So what are you gonna do? So many people feel lost because of that. So in this video, we're going to be addressing those points and you're going to have a clear roadmap. So let's get started and go straight to the point. Feeling lost with AI? What to learn now? That's a practical roadmap. So we're going to try at the end to make it easy for you. So this comment here shows what many feel. Today I'll answer it directly. What's stable, what's changing, and the order to learn, so you can build real value without burning out. Models are becoming utilities. The edge is in how you orchestrate them with tools, data, and guardrails to solve business problems, shipping, reliable workflows, beats chasing every new model. That's what's going on. Everyone is trying to go behind the different models. But there are three possible paths: utility AI, agent ecosystem, or local plus hybrid AI. Utilities, models commoditize, or agent ecosystems, task-specific agent coordinate, or local plus hybrid AI, privacy, latency, and cost. So the implication, you don't have to be a researcher. You need to design, wire, evaluate, and operate AI systems. Okay, that's where you place yourself. You don't need to be the coder. You don't need to be that anymore. So now you don't need to be the PhD as well. Everyone will be able to use it. So these survive every hype cycle. If you can break problems down, manage code and data, read docs, design systems, and measure outcomes, your future is ready. It's okay. So you just need to know how to read. Code shifts towards glue. API, event, ETL, prompt has a spec, evaluation harnesses, small but sharp utilities. So that's where it goes. So the deep, let's say, computer science still helps, but very thin, reliable code that ships matter more faster. So it's more about velocity, how quick you are to deploy, how quick you are to create a feature, how quick you are to read the code base and understand what are the problems. So follow this ladder. Don't skip ranks. The point isn't perfection, it's momentum with feedback. Okay? So you need to move confidently with repos to shell. The shell also is important, and HTTP. Choose Python or TypeScript, but I suggest you to choose Python. You're building the Rails, containers, database environment, logging, and the CI. Enough to deploy a small service you can maintain. So it's very important also to understand that you need to maintain what you deploy. So if it is small, it's easier to manage for one person. Treat prompts like design specs. Add retrieval for grounding. Learn to call tools from an LLM. Always measure quality and cost. So you need to learn how to call tools with those LLMs. It's very important. After, you need to measure and to have some metrics. So agents and orchestrators, build flows with deterministic edges, retries, guards, and auditability. So auditability means you need those observabilities. So make it observable, testable, and controllable. If you can't see it, you can't improve it. That's why you need those metrics. That's why you need to understand what's going on and have full control on the code. So A, company knowledge, but with sources and citations. B, a copilot, for example, that files tickets. And C, an agent that plans, fetches data, draft reports, requests human approval, for example. So multi-step, tools, and RAG. Those are the three main pathways. So you choose one. Don't change prompts blindly. Just guard your baseline and measure deltas like an engineer. So you create a tiny labeled eval and you work with that. Small, consistent steps beat binge learning. So ship weekly, reflect weekly. So here I put weekly, but for myself, I'm doing it every 30 days. I create a key on GitHub and I give to myself 30 days to build something, and I work with that key on the same project for 30 days at least. So that's how I see it. But you can break it down the way you want. Here I'm just proposing you a certain way to do it, to learn quick and to be able to work with the flow of what's going on at the moment. Minimize tool churn, so depths over breadths. So repo, GitHub, Docker, Postgres, LangGraph, that's what I suggest you to use because that's what I'm using and I have full control of my agentic workflows and it helps me in my own creativity also. And you get some logs, you put just some logs, you know what's going on. And the metrics. Focus on delivering reliable outcomes, not research-grade training or architectural gold plating. So you just need to stay simple and have something reliable that you understand. Okay, so training model from scratch, chasing every framework. Every single week something is going on, so you need to be stable and staying in one path and following a framework. I suggest you Python, I suggest you LangGraph, I suggest you to stay with local LLMs and maybe OpenAI also. All three are valuable here. Start where you're strongest, then cross-train. So myself, I'll be more in the middle, but I like also AI Ops because of the infra. I like also the AI products because of the problem discovery. I need to work more on the evaluation on the logs for sure, and the metrics, but I have already used some tools. I already played with it. So you need to have this mindset. APIs, RAGs, agent, glue the code. That's where it is, I believe, at the moment. The integrations. So try to choose one of those and to fill those different points. Uncertainty is manageable with systems and habits. So you're building a machine that improves you. So you are the center of everything. So mindset for us, uncertainty. So you need to keep going like that. 2 weeks from now on, you'll have a working artifact, evidence of learning, and a portfolio piece. So you need to learn by building, basically. Here I give you a 2 weeks plan, but I believe that 30 days is more. It's more interesting to do in 30 days, so you can stop for a few days to focus in one part of what you haven't understood, and read more around it and watch more YouTube videos on it. So yeah, just build. Here it says every 14 days, but I would say every 30 days. Employers need people who can ship small systems with proof of their work. So basically you need to follow all the steps that we've seen before in order to be able to have a nice foundation. And one AI project with evals and cost, a full AI project basically, with the evaluation, the cost, the code, and how you shipped it, why, the features, just being able to explain what you've done. That's why it's better you build your own systems coming from your own creativity and your own design, own concept that you want to put in place. So from you, the student, to the career, would be maybe going through that. After you can just freelance. So this isn't running away from you. So you pick a lane, you build a tiny system and measure it. I'll keep publishing practical guides, maybe some templates at Creditizens. If it helps, subscribe and tell me what you want me to cover. So clarity beats chaos. Build one small system, improve it weekly, and subscribe to the channel. So that's where I'm gonna stop this video. Hope that you like this video. See you next time.
朝日が差し込む部屋の中ノートに書いた夢が輝く小さな一歩が